Ndị be anyị ndeewonu nke onye chiri ya zere. This is Dibia Nwangwu Chendo. I hope you are all faring well. Good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Please do join me as we do justice to today's program. We have this topic, patience, the invaluable virtue in Ọdịnanị spirituality. That is what I have come here to discuss with my audience today. But first, let me ask, how are you? I hope you are all faring well. Happy new month. I wish you all the best in life. So please call your friends, your family members, your colleagues, ask them to tune into ADM Radio New York and listen to African culture and traditions. This is an expository teaching for my brothers and sisters who love Ọdịnanị spirituality, for those awakening, striving to come back to their indigenous spirituality. I will want you to know that having patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. So, patience is the capacity to accept, tolerate delays, problems, and suffering without becoming annoyed. One can find goodness if they have the patience to sift through the rubbish. You sift through the rubbles, you sift through the debris to find goodness. Because the real meaning of patience is the ability of bearing provocation, annoyance, misfortune, pain without complaint, loss of temper, irritation, or the likes. The inability to suppress restlessness or annoyance when confronted with delay. It is to have patience with a slow learner. Somebody who is a beginner is prone to make mistakes. They run faster than their shadow in their eagerness to please their master or to please their teacher. So they make avoidable mistakes. You that you are the teacher or the instructor, you need to have patience with them. You don't become angry or lose your temper and punish them for that. Bear in mind that they are learners. So you have patience with a slow learner, because slow and steady wins the race. And also, a patient dog eats the fattest bone. But nowadays, people say that the dog should go and hunt for the bone and not wait for the bone to be given to it after having patience. Which kind of patience be that one? When maybe other people might have crushed the bone or eaten it. Humans are amazing nowadays. With their dentition, their sets of teeth, there is no bone they can't crack. So they might drag it with dogs. So patience is very important, as it enables anybody to analyze things and situations beyond their face value. If you take things at face value, I bet you will lose your temper. So you shouldn't take them at face value. You should be calm, have a calm disposition to be able to analyze things and situations so that you can arrive to a good conclusion, or you can give benefit of doubt to someone without being hasty in your conclusion. Patience is important as it enables us to analyze things and situations. That resourcefulness, that calm and empathetic behavior, the self-control of patient people makes them popular. Because no matter how you strive to provoke them, they keep their cool. They can even move away from that environment. They can even pretend they didn't hear the hurtful words you said. They will try as much as possible to avoid any altercation. This makes them popular. People with patience, they are very good in playing, what's that game? Game of chess. You know, any game that has to do with logical thinking, proper thinking, and strategizing requires patience. All right? If you are a teacher or an instructor, you need to have patience as a virtue. If you are a dibia or spiritualist, you should have patience as a virtue, because you come across different kinds of people in the course of this spirituality, in the course of this spiritual journey. There are a lot of clients that will be very, very rude to you just because they paid money for Alpha consultation. The next minute they are asking you, is the Alpha result out? Why are you still delaying? You know, they harass you with phone calls, text messages, WhatsApp messages, just because you already collected the money, they have paid in the money for the spiritual consultation. They start talking to you rudely. Ọ bụsịkwa gị na-agba afa ka onwe onye ọzọ na ị na-enye na ọ na-agba. Onwe onye ọzọ ị na-enye ka ọ na-agbala gị. Not knowing that there is time for everything. Na mmụọ eji agba afa na-abịa abịa. And enwere afa dị iche iche. Maybe at that moment in time that the person paid in, it is not yet your own time, your own schedule for spiritual consultation. Probably then you are doing spiritual work, you know, anyone that you are engaged with. So honestly, do they want you to drop everything just because of them to go and do that spiritual consultation? So for me, if you harass me that way, all I will do is to keep mute. You will see the indicator that I have seen your message, but I will not reply you. Because I know, if I follow the way they talk, I will have problem with them. It might lead to quarrel, which is not what I want. Not that I'm not in the mood to retaliate or say worse things to them, but because we meet so many people. Maybe this person has become frustrated with the, circumstances of life and is looking for a way to let it out. So if you now fall into their ploy or they'll use that moment to tell you anything they want to. Of course, you should avoid this. So, if you are patient, it gives you that inner peace to be able to tolerate and that ability to keep smiling despite challenges. You see people, they have lost their dear ones, but because they have taken it in their stride, that, I have lost my precious one. I don't have anybody else. You see them, they transform. They have this calm, gentle disposition because they have taken what life has thrown to them. Their life experience has reshaped and remolded them to become so patient with anybody, in any situation they find themselves. They are no longer in a hurry because life has happened to them. There are people like that. And there are also people, life have not happened to them. They talk anyhow. They brag. They do all sorts of things as if there is no tomorrow. Whatever it is should start happening now. And this kind of people, if you take them up, you are going to lose your temper. You are even going to drag your dignity to the mud. You are going to spoil your reputation once you start having that quarrel with them, because voices will be raised. You will attract attention. Many people who have placed you on a pedestal, they will be disappointed if they see you exchanging words, verbal abuses with someone. So a word of advice, if you visit or if you are doing online consultation with a dibia, strive to have patience. You that you are the consultee, you should have patience and wait for your alpha result. Because one thing you don't understand about spirituality is allow the dibia to take their time to run the alpha completely and give you a good result. Once you start hurrying them, rushing them, to do it sharp, they might not get you that message that you really, really want or you are really seeking. Maybe because of some challenges you are having in your life. So in essence, have patience. Give them time. If they tell you towards evening that your alpha result will be out, take it easy. Even though towards that evening you didn't get any reply, still take it easy and gently remind the person. You hear when people say a gentle reminder, a kind reminder, they know what they have in mind by saying all this. It is to calm you down so you don't become, angry or in a haste. Because there are some people, when you remind them about things, they get annoyed. They don't have that calm disposition. So you look at their face, you know the kind of character they have before you open your mouth and you tell them about things. There are some impatience have made them to voice out things that they should have kept secret. It is then they will let the secret out, and calamity will now befall someone else because of someone's inability to keep the secret of their life. So, however, for something or someone to be invaluable, it means they are extremely useful. The experience one have had in life can prove to be invaluable in future. Your experience can shape you. Your experience teaches you lessons, makes you to be resourceful, makes you to take charge and prevent any further or future occurrence. Your experience gives you an edge over other people. So this is it about having patience. It is one of the advantage. As the experience you have had in life can prove to be invaluable in future. It is beyond estimation, priceless, of great value, so much it cannot be quantified. It is just like having a spiritual mentor. The mentee should have enough patience to be impacted upon, which can take months or years. It's just like apprenticeship. We Igbos, it used to be the order of the day. But now I doubt if people still undergo apprenticeship. You'd see the parents take their boy of maybe 7 years and hand him over to a trader or to any businessman to groom him for life, until he attains adulthood, maybe from the age of 7. He now spend another 7 years, which is 14. He now add another 7 years, which is 21, to help out in the shop and in the process learn the trade. Do you see that? So if that boy during the apprenticeship is not patient, he will make mistakes. It can even lead to him being expelled, But if this apprentice becomes patient, he will bend down and learn the ropes and the secret of the business. So it will be useful for him in the future, and it will shape his life as a determinant on whether he will be successful or not. If mentee lack patience, nothing will be achieved in the spiritual journey. Like Dibias, upcoming dibias. Igbo Osagwu is very important, especially if your forebears that did this dibia work, they are no longer alive. And along the line, you discover you have a divine call, a divine mandate to serve humanity and mankind using the natural elements from the universe. You need to look for a good-rooted dibia. Ijebo Osagwu is just like apprenticeship or servitude, for like 2 years or 3 years. If you go there and you are not patient enough, you don't bend yourself down, you don't have a calm disposition to learn, you might not learn anything. You just waste 2 years or 3 years staying with a rooted dibia. You will not learn anything about spirituality. You will not learn how to talk to spirit. You will not learn to do some certain spiritual works. You will not learn how to do alpha consultation, how to do spiritual diagnosis in order to obtain solution for someone. So patience is a virtue. Strive to have it today. If mentee lack patience, nothing will be achieved in the spiritual journey I just explained. So patience is that ability to accept delays, problems, hardship without losing it by becoming annoyed. Why will you become annoyed? Life happens. If things are not working your way, learn to be patient. Be calm. Because everything will still be all right. You don't have to worry. Don't worry. Be happy. If landlord say your rent is due, that song, don't worry. Be happy. Now I tell you, don't worry. Be patient. Just send out message to the universe using your nzu, oji, edo, na mmanya ọkụ. Send the message out to your spiritual guide. They will listen to you. They will answer you. Do you see that? Because a patient dog eats the fattest bone. Now, many people said it has become archaic to today's dibia and many Ọdịnanị adherents. It has led them into money-making rituals disguised as Okite, Neite, Uduakommiri, Ibobo, among others. This get-rich-quick syndrome, that is what leads them to do Okite. Because they believe in Yahoo, they want to hit jackpot. They want to make money now. You see a boy of 70 years, 20 years. He's not interested in acquiring education. He's not interested in learning a trade because there is dignity in labor. He's not interested in learning any skill. All they want is to hit jackpot. They want to build house, they want to own estate, they want to change cars, but yet they have no source of livelihood, no job, nothing. That is why you see them longing for those negative, ways of making money. It is not about Okite or Neite or Uduakommiri or Ibobo. It is about hard work because hard work pays. Time and season plays crucial roles in a human life. O mebere machi ekwena. Ị na-agba mbọ nwere ife ịgbata. You still need to have patience and re-strategize. Maka na onye ndidi na-eli azụ ukpo. You see that? Did you hear me? You need to wear a gown of patience. Patience is a virtue. Yiri ndidi ka uwe na ndidi amaka. Ndidi amaka in Igbo language. You will achieve a lot. It will help you to see clearly, to know those good people who you can visit for and seek for advice. You visit them and seek for advice. If you have a calm disposition, if you are patient, you will find out and trace whatever the problem is. You should be able to meditate and secrets will be revealed to you. You should be able to have a good customer care relationship with your clients, even as a dibia. You accept their insults and keep quiet. But most times there are some moods I will be in, somebody like myself, I will not tolerate it. I will not condone nonsense because I don't give nonsense out. I don't insult people randomly. I don't insult strangers. I'm always, very polite, very calm, and I strive to, not mix up so much with people because there are some people that have negative vibe. They are energy vampires. They will suck you. They will sap your strength and energy. And they now make you to become irritated with their behavior, with the way they do things, because they don't have regard and respect for others. It makes one mad. To avoid being angry, to avoid getting mad, what do? You change location or you change position so that you avoid trouble. As hard work pays, you should know that time and season also plays crucial roles in a human life. You are expecting some things, some favors from the universe. You are expecting blessing. You are expecting, the fruit of the womb. You are expecting a husband. There is delay in marriage. You are barren. You have to take it easy. You have to have patience. Continue to talk to your powers. Kpọbafa, chi gị, aja na ikenga gị, ndị ichie, ndị mmiri gị, ndị eto obi gị, ndị ji ụgbọ eje, your agwụ. Call on them using your nzu, ọjị, edo na mmanya ọkụ. There is nothing that they cannot do. What your ezumezu mmụọ and ọra mmụọ cannot do does not exist. Learn this today because it will help you in life. Nevertheless, we should strive to be patient with life situation. Be patient with people. Be patient with circumstances you find yourself in. Be patient with family members. Be patient with friends. Be patient with your spiritual guides. Allow them to unravel themselves to you. Allow them to introduce themselves to you, either through the dream or when you are in solitude, you are in a calm place where you can meditate. Don't be in a hurry or you jump from one dibia's house to the other. Even some upcoming dibias, you jump from one dibia to the other, from one shrine to the other, from one awu to the other. Then your own awu, what do you expect it to do? Of course, it will turn its back on you and you keep on jumping up and down, very empty. But if you are patient, they will appear to you in any way they deem fit. But when you are patient and calm, when you are peaceful, you will discover them and they will discover you. Because Dibias, they need solitude. It's not every time that you are rowdy, you talk so much, you yell. Even while doing your morning Igofo, we don't shout. We talk calmly and directly to our spiritual guides. We don't beg. Please, we don't beg. You can either do it standing up or sitting down. If you're a woman, don't just sit and spread your legs wide open before your more. Sit sideways, respectfully. Then when you do some certain spiritual work, you have that patience. So that it will be effective. You don't open your mouth and start saying, today, in 7 days time, you will see result in this and that. No. You have to be patient. And when you are patient, when you are calm, your clients, that patronizes you will see that you are calm and they will have confidence in you because calmness and having a good disposition inspires confidence. They will see that your self-confidence, your self-esteem, whatever problem that brought them to you that was making them to panic, once they look at you and see the calm way you are answering them, automatically they calm down. So patience is so powerful that it motivates one to claim their time, priorities, and it has that ability for one to be able to respond to life with a firm grip of who we are. Because if you know who you are, you will do exploit. If you know who you are, you know that if you fall 7 times, you will rise 7 times again. You will rise more than 7 times again. If you know who you are, you have a firm grip of yourself. Nothing will shock you. It will look as if you have a shock absorber. So patience is the best gift we can give ourselves. It is the best gift you can give out as a parent to your children. Because if your children looks at you and see that you are always panicking, you are always yelling, you are always forgetful, they'll become disappointed. They might even look down on you. This is my mama when no day composed. This is my papa that is always talking to himself, that is always angry. Any little thing, he will yell at you. Of course, they'll start avoiding you. But if your wife is of calm disposition and mien, they will gravitate towards her and be bold enough to tell her their problems. So you see that you really need to strive to be patient in life situation with people, circumstances, friends, spiritual guide, as the power of patience motivates one to reclaim their time, priorities, and the ability to respond to life with a firm grip of who we are. It is the best gift we can give to ourselves. Onye ndidi na-eri azụ ukpo. Know it today. If you are patient enough, you will achieve your dream. You will strategize and plan properly. You will have a vision and a mission. And you now put it into being. Now, when you are carrying out that your plan A, if it doesn't work, that is when you can now think properly and switch to plan B. If plan B doesn't work, you now re-strategize after giving some time to overcome your mistakes or to relearn what you should have known before things got spoiled. You take your time and re-strategize again and go to plan C. In the end, what are we looking for? To achieve results. So therefore, you will now achieve your results because you are patient. Ona ademma. Maka, some ladies, they are always impatient. They want to get married. They want to answer, madam. They want to be driven in cars. They will have a driver and so on and so forth. These comforts of life. You are in a hurry to get it. Then mistakenly, you go and marry the wrong person. What do you think will happen? Your impatience led you into the arms of a man who is not your own husband. Every day is quarreling and fighting. He will end up beating you. Domestic violence has started. And then one day after crying and wiping your tears, you sit down to think. You start reflecting. And you realize that you wouldn't have married that man. You would have become patient to study him, check his background, check his health status, whether he's morally or mentally or financially okay. Had it been you were patient enough, you would have realized that this is not the man for you. But impatient because your mates are getting married, you are rushing off to get married. It has now led you into the arms of the man who is not yours, who does not love you, who is not patient enough to correct you lovingly. Impatience can lead us, to do lots of negative things. It can mislead us. It can put us into problem. So let us strive to have a firm grip of who we are so we can handle situations coolly as patience is the best gift we can give ourselves, our family, and our loved ones. Are you listening?